Stop for a second. What if 2026 becomes the year that changes your life? Not because of luck, not because of talent, but because you finally decide not to give up on yourself. And what if, while becoming a better version of yourself, you also improve your English naturally? Stay with us, because today we're going to learn English through a real conversation about motivation, success, and simple habits that can change your life.
And trust me, today's conversation is full of useful English phrases that you can use in everyday life. So don't worry about understanding every word. Just relax, listen, enjoy the conversation, and let English come naturally.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Do's English. I'm Jessica.
And I'm James. We're so happy you're here with us today.
If you want to improve your English through real conversations, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Do's English, and join our amazing learning community.
Good job for showing up today. Just by listening, you're improving already.
And today's topic is very special. We're talking about motivation for success in 2026. Because every year, people make big plans, but after a few weeks, many people lose motivation.
That happens to me sometimes, too. I get excited, I make a big plan, and then life happens.
Life happens. That's a great expression. Life happens means unexpected things happen. Maybe you're busy, maybe you're tired, maybe something doesn't go as planned.
Exactly. And then we start thinking, maybe I can't do it. But that's not true. Success doesn't belong to perfect people. Success belongs to people who keep going.
Keep going. I love that phrase. Even slow progress is still progress.
Speaking of progress, can I tell you something funny?
Of course. I love funny stories.
At the beginning of last year, I made a list of 20 goals. 20. Can you believe that?
20 goals? James, that's a lot. What kind of goals?
Everything. Wake up at 5 a.m., exercise every day, read 50 books, learn Spanish, eat healthy, save money, drink more water, meditate, and about 10 more things.
Wow, that sounds exhausting.
Exactly. For 3 days, I felt like a superhero. Then on day 4, I stayed in bed until 9 o'clock. I ordered pizza and I watched movies all day.
Oh no, what happened to the superhero?
The superhero disappeared. He needed a nap.
That's funny. But honestly, many people do that. They try to change everything at once.
Yes, and when they fail, they think they are lazy. But maybe the problem isn't laziness. Maybe the plan is too big.
That's a great point. Sometimes we don't need bigger goals, we need smaller goals.
Smaller goals. Tell me more.
Okay, imagine you want to improve your English. Some people say, I will study 3 hours every day. That sounds great, but after a week, they become tired.
Yes, 3 hours sounds difficult, especially after work.
Exactly. But what if you say, I will listen to English for 10 minutes every day? 10 minutes feels easy.
And easy means you can do it every day.
That's right. Small habits create big results.
Small habits create big results. That's worth repeating.
Let's say it again. Small habits create big results.
Good job, everyone. Say it with us. Small habits create big results.
Very nice. Repetition helps memory, and speaking out loud helps your pronunciation.
Actually, I started using small habits recently.
Really? What did you start doing?
Every morning, after making coffee, I read 1 page of a book. Only 1 page.
Only 1 page?
Yes, because 1 page is easy, and something interesting happened. Many days, I ended up reading 10 pages, but my goal was only 1 page.
I like that, because starting is usually the hardest part.
Exactly. Sometimes we don't need more motivation, we just need to start.
That's a wonderful lesson. And listeners, remember this very important. You don't need to be perfect to start. You have to start to become great.
Wow, I love that quote. Can you say it one more time?
Of course. You don't need to be perfect to start. You have to start to become great.
That's powerful, and it reminds me of something. Last month, I met an old friend. His name is Daniel, and he started learning English 6 months ago.
Only 6 months ago?
Yes. At first, he knew only simple words, hello, thank you, good morning, very basic English.
And now?
Now he watches movies in English, he listens to podcasts, and he speaks with people online. Not perfectly, but confidently.
Confidently. That's another useful word. Confidently means with confidence, without too much fear.
Exactly. And I asked him, Daniel, what's your secret? Do you know what he said?
Tell me, I'm curious.
He said, I stopped waiting for motivation. I focused on consistency.
Consistency. That's such an important word. Consistency means doing something regularly. Not once, not twice, but again and again.
And honestly, I think consistency is stronger than motivation because motivation comes and goes, but consistency keeps you moving.
That's true. Some days you're excited, some days you're tired. Some days you don't feel like doing anything. But if you have a simple routine, you continue.
Exactly. And that's how success grows, little by little, day by day.
Okay, everyone, listen to this sentence and repeat after me. I don't need to be perfect, I just need to keep going.
One more time. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to keep going.
Excellent, you're improving already. And speaking of improving, something happened to me recently that completely changed the way I think about success.
Really? What happened?
Well, it started one rainy morning when I almost canceled an important meeting because I didn't feel motivated.
Oh, now I want to hear this story. What happened next?
Well, it started one rainy morning when I almost canceled an important meeting because I didn't feel motivated.
Oh, now I want to hear this story. What happened next?
I woke up late. It was raining, I felt tired, and honestly, I wanted to stay home and do nothing.
I know that feeling. Some mornings are like that.
Exactly. I looked outside and said, today is not my day.
Wow, that sounds dramatic.
A little dramatic, but then I remembered something my grandfather used to say. He always said, you don't have to feel ready, you only have to begin.
That's simple, but very powerful.
So I got dressed, not because I felt motivated, but because I decided to take one step, just one.
And sometimes one step changes everything.
Exactly. I went to the meeting and guess what? That meeting introduced me to a wonderful person, a woman named Emma.
Who was Emma?
She was a business owner, and during our conversation, she said something that I will never forget. She said, successful people are not always motivated, they are committed.
Committed. That's a great word. Committed means dedicated. It means you continue even when things are difficult.
Exactly. And that sentence stayed in my mind. Successful people are committed, not just motivated.
I love that because motivation changes every day, but commitment stays.
Right. And listeners, repeat after us. I stay committed to my goals.
Again, I stay committed to my goals.
Very good. You're doing great.
Actually, something similar happened to me.
Really? Tell us.
Last year, I wanted to get healthier. Nothing crazy, just healthier. But I kept waiting for the perfect Monday.
The perfect Monday?
Yes, I said, next Monday I'll start. Then Monday came and I said, maybe next Monday.
Oh, that's dangerous. The next Monday trap.
Exactly. Weeks passed, months passed, and nothing changed.
So what happened?
One day, I looked in the mirror and said, James, stop waiting. Not next month, not next Monday, today.
I like that. Today is powerful.
So I started with something very simple, a 10-minute walk. That's all.
Only 10 minutes?
Yes, because 10 minutes is easy, and easy things are easier to repeat.
And did it work?
It did. After a few weeks, 10 minutes became 20 minutes, then 30. Now walking is part of my life.
That's amazing. And that's how habits work. You start small, then you grow naturally.
Exactly. People often think success is one big moment, but success is usually many small moments.
That's true. Small choices create big results.
Let's say that together. Small choices create big results.
Again, small choices create big results.
Excellent. Okay, Jessica, can I ask you something?
Of course.
What does success mean to you in 2026?
That's a great question. Honestly, success means balance.
Balance. Interesting.
Yes, I want to work hard, but I also want time for family. I want to learn new things, but I also want peace in my life.
Peace is important.
Very important, because success without happiness doesn't feel like success.
I agree. For me, success means growth. Not perfection, growth.
Growth means becoming better little by little.
Exactly. Maybe I know more English. Maybe I'm healthier. Maybe I'm kinder. Maybe I'm more patient. Those things matter.
And listeners, think about this question. What does success mean to you? Not to your friends, not to social media, to you.
Because everyone has a different dream, and that's okay.
Very true. Speaking of dreams, do you remember your childhood dream?
Oh, yes. I wanted to become an astronaut.
An astronaut? Really?
Yes, I loved space. I watched documentaries all the time. I even slept with glow-in-the-dark stars on my bedroom ceiling.
That's adorable. Did you become an astronaut?
No, apparently astronauts need more than enthusiasm. They need science, lots of science.
And maybe less pizza.
Definitely less pizza. But you know something? Even though I didn't become an astronaut, I learned an important lesson. Dreams can change, and that's okay.
That's beautiful, because some people think changing dreams means failure, but it doesn't.
Not at all. Sometimes changing direction is growth.
Exactly. Life changes, people change, dreams change, and that's perfectly normal.
Listeners, repeat after us. It's okay to grow.
One more time. It's okay to grow.
Wonderful. You're doing an amazing job.
Now, let's listen to a short real-life conversation. Imagine this. Your friend says, "I'm too old to learn English." What would you say?
I would say it's never too late.
Exactly. And if someone says, "I'm afraid of making mistakes," what would you say?
I would say mistakes are part of learning.
Perfect. And if someone says, "I don't have enough time,"
I would say start with 10 minutes.
very nice. 10 minutes every day is better than 0 minutes.
Absolutely, because consistency beats intensity.
That's another great phrase. Consistency beats intensity.
In other words, doing a little every day is better than doing a lot one time.
Exactly. And that's true for English, it's true for exercise, it's true for success.
You know, Jessica, there's something many people don't talk about.
What's that?
Fear. Fear stops many dreams.
That's true. Fear of failure, fear of mistakes, fear of what people will say.
And sometimes fear whispers, what if you fail?
But here's another question. What if you succeed?
Wow, I like that. Instead of asking, what if I fail, ask, what if I succeed?
Exactly, because nobody knows the future. But if you never try, you never know.
And honestly, most successful people failed many times.
That's right. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success.
Let's say that together. Failure is part of success.
Again, failure is part of success.
Good job. You're improving already.
And speaking of failure, I remember a very embarrassing moment that taught me a valuable lesson.
Oh no, this sounds interesting. What happened?
Well, a few years ago, I had to give a presentation in front of many people, and believe me, I was extremely nervous. My hands were shaking, my heart was beating fast, and then something unexpected happened.
Don't tell me, you forgot everything?
Not everything, but I forgot an important sentence, and I stood there in silence for about 5 seconds.
5 seconds can feel like 5 hours.
Exactly. I thought everyone was judging me. I wanted to disappear.
So what did you do?
I smiled, I took a deep breath, and I said, "Sorry, everyone, I lost my train of thought."
Lost my train of thought. That's a useful expression. It means you suddenly forget what you wanted to say.
Right, and something surprising happened. People smiled. Some people even laughed kindly, and then I continued.
So the world didn't end?
No, nobody laughed at me. Nobody got angry. Actually, after the presentation, several people said they enjoyed it.
Wow, that's amazing. Sometimes our fears are bigger than reality.
Exactly. Our minds create scary stories, but real life is often kinder.
That's an important lesson for English learners, too. Many people are afraid to speak because they might make mistakes.
But mistakes are normal. Mistakes mean you're learning.
Absolutely. Children make mistakes when they learn to speak, athletes make mistakes when they train, and English learners make mistakes too. That's normal.
So don't be afraid of mistakes. Be afraid of never trying.
Wow, that's powerful. Listeners, repeat after us. I learn from my mistakes.
Again, I learn from my mistakes.
Excellent. Good job.
You know, James, another thing that affects motivation is comparison.
Oh, yes. Social media makes that difficult.
Very difficult. Sometimes you open your phone and see people traveling, people buying houses, people speaking perfect English, people becoming successful, and suddenly you feel behind.
Behind means slower than other people.
Exactly. But here's something important. You don't know their whole story. You only see the highlights.
Highlights mean the best moments. People usually don't post bad days. They don't post their worries. They don't post their failures.
That's true. And comparing your life to someone's highlights is unfair.
Very unfair, because everyone has struggles. Everyone.
Even successful people have difficult days.
Definitely. I remember reading about famous athletes. Many of them failed many times, but they kept trying.
And that's the difference. Not perfection, persistence.
Persistence, another useful word. Persistence means continuing even when things are hard.
Exactly. Persistence creates success.
Let's repeat together. Persistence creates success.
One more time. Persistence creates success.
Wonderful. You're doing fantastic. Actually, I recently started something that helps me stay positive.
Really? What is it?
Every evening before I sleep, I write down 3 good things that happened during the day.
Only 3 things?
Yes, very simple. Maybe I had a nice conversation. Maybe I finished my work. Maybe I enjoyed a delicious meal. Small things.
That's interesting. Why do you do that?
Because our brains often focus on problems, but when we remember good things, we feel more grateful.
Grateful. That's a beautiful word. Grateful means thankful, feeling thankful for what you have.
Exactly, and gratitude brings peace.
Maybe I should try that. Actually, I have a different habit.
Oh, tell us.
Every Sunday evening, I ask myself 3 questions.
What are they?
Question number 1, what went well this week? Question number 2, what can I improve? And question number 3, what is one thing I want to do next week?
I love those questions. They're simple but very useful.
And I don't judge myself, I just reflect.
Reflect means to think carefully, to learn from your experiences.
Exactly, because growth is not about being perfect. It's about learning.
That's right. And listeners, remember something. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Treat yourself like a friend, not like an enemy.
That's so important. If your friend made a mistake, you wouldn't say, "You're terrible." You would encourage them.
So encourage yourself too. Speak kindly to yourself.
Because words matter, especially the words we say to ourselves.
Speaking of words, have you noticed something?
What?
Speaking of successful people, often say things like, I'll try again, I can improve, I'll find another way.
Yes, but negative people often say, "It's impossible. I can't do it. It's too late."
Exactly, and words affect our mindset.
Mindset means the way we think, our attitude.
Right, and a positive mindset doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means believing that things can improve.
That's a big difference. Positive thinking isn't magic, it's hope.
And hope gives us energy.
You know, James, I heard a story recently and it really touched my heart.
Tell me, I love stories.
There was a man who planted a bamboo tree. Every day he watered it. Every day. For months.
Okay, and then?
Nothing. No growth, no changes. 1 year passed. Still nothing. 2 years. 3 years. 4 years. Still nothing.
4 years? I would probably give up.
Most people would, but he continued. And then, during the 5th year, something amazing happened. The bamboo tree suddenly grew very fast. In just a few weeks, it became very tall.
Wow, that's incredible.
But the truth is, the tree was growing all along, not above the ground, below the ground. Its roots were growing.
Roots are the parts under the ground.
Exactly. And people are like that too. Sometimes you think nothing is happening, but you're growing, you're learning, you're becoming stronger, even if you can't see it yet.
That's beautiful. Maybe someone listening right now feels stuck. Maybe they think they are not improving, but maybe they're growing their roots.
Yes, and one day all their effort will show.
So don't quit. Keep watering your dreams. Keep showing up. Keep learning.
Because progress is happening, even when you can't see it.
And speaking of progress, something funny happened to me last week. It taught me an unexpected lesson about patience.
Really? Now I'm curious. What happened?
Well, it all started when I decided to learn how to cook something completely new.
Oh, this should be interesting. What did you try to cook?
Vegetable pasta. Simple, right? At least that's what I thought.
Uh-oh. At least that's what I thought, sounds dangerous.
Very dangerous. I watched a short video online. It looked easy. 5 ingredients, 10 minutes, perfect.
And?
And somehow I burned the onions, then I added too much salt, and I forgot the sauce.
You forgot the sauce? For pasta?
I know. It became a very sad pasta.
Poor pasta.
But here's the funny part. Instead of giving up, I laughed. I watched another video, and I tried again the next day.
And how did it go?
Much better. Not perfect, but much better.
That's the secret. Not perfect, just better.
Exactly. And that's how learning English works too. Your first conversation may feel awkward. Your pronunciation may not be perfect, but if you keep practicing, you'll improve.
Absolutely. Progress beats perfection.
Let's repeat together. Progress beats perfection.
Again, progress beats perfection.
Wonderful. You're improving already.
You know, James, sometimes people ask me, how do I stay motivated every day? And honestly, I don't.
Really? Not every day?
No. Some days I feel excited, some days I don't. But I learned something important. I don't need motivation every day. I need discipline.
Discipline. That's an important word. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it.
Exactly. Because feelings change, but habits stay.
That's true. And honestly, I think habits are like best friends. They help us when motivation disappears.
I like that. And listeners, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start with what you have. Start where you are. Start today.
Because one day or day one, you decide.
Wow, that's powerful. One day or day one.
Exactly. And before we finish, let's review some useful phrases we used today.
Great idea. Listen first, then we'll discuss, then listen again.
First phrase, keep going. Keep going means continue, don't stop. Example, I feel tired, but I will keep going.
Second phrase, stay committed. Stay committed means stay dedicated. Example, I stay committed to my English practice.
Third phrase, small choices create big results. Example, I read 2 pages every night because small choices create big results.
Fourth phrase, consistency beats intensity. Example, I study English 20 minutes every day because consistency beats intensity.
Fifth phrase, progress beats perfection. Example, I don't need perfect English. Progress beats perfection.
Excellent. Now let's listen again. Keep going, stay committed. Small choices create big results. Consistency beats intensity. Progress beats perfection.
Fantastic. And if you remember only one thing from today's episode, remember this. Success is not about doing something amazing once. Success is about doing simple things again and again.
Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Everyone has their own journey. Everyone has their own pace.
And don't forget to celebrate small wins. Maybe you learned one new word today. That's a win. Maybe you listened to this whole conversation. That's a win too.
Good job! Really, we're proud of you. Learning English takes time. Success takes time. But you're here, you're trying, and that's something to celebrate.
Absolutely. And before we say goodbye, we have a fun question for our amazing Do Us English family.
Yes, tell us in the comments, what is one goal you want to achieve in 2026? And what is one small step you can take today?
Maybe your goal is improving English. Maybe it's exercising. Maybe it's saving money. Or maybe it's spending more time with family. We'd love to hear from you.
And also, tell us this, what motivates you when life becomes difficult? Your answer might inspire someone else.
If today's conversation helped you, please like this video and subscribe to Do Us English. It really helps us create more conversations for English learners around the world.
Thank you for spending your time with us. Thank you for learning with us. And thank you for believing in yourself.
This is James.
And this is Jessica.
And you've been listening to Do Us English.
See you in the next conversation. Bye, everyone. And remember, the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now.
So, take a deep breath, smile, and let's make 2026 your year. Bye, everyone.